Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure and privilege meeting you once again in the context of the subject of pragmatic leadership. I presume that these video series are giving you some insights and then saves you from the botheration of reading the book. I think just in case if you have read the book, it will further reinforce these ideas that I have been trying to share in the context of pragmatic leadership. Just to reiterate the idea that the very purpose I wrote this book is to give hopes to human beings, particularly the younger generation, which is in the kind of a situation that they are exploring life, and particularly in India, we have a significant percentage of the population is in the age group of youth, the so-called youth. So I think the country which is producing the largest number of engineers in the world, and everyone is looking for some kind of a career progression. And as an young engineer, many years ago, I got stuck into the corporate career, the so-called career, to struggle to move from one band to another band, exploring the various skill sets that are needed for somebody to lead the group of people and so on and so forth. So I generally found that during the course of my research that we have acquired quite a bit of information in the course of our academic education. Nearly about 20 years we spent in the academic education and then picked up several kind of informations. And those informations are, some of them are useful and many of them are not useful as far as our career progression is concerned. One interesting characteristics I noticed that how some people are able to break the barrier or the functional barrier in which they have been brought up, and then they move on to lead the organization. So I found many characteristics in such people who become a leapfrog and then they keep on jumping into the senior level position. So the organizations where I worked, I have seen some of my colleagues were able to very rapidly move into the corporate hierarchy. So among the various aspects I noticed in those human beings, I picked up some of them and then assembled in a presentable manner so that people can be benefited of in grooming themselves to become great leaders in their life. Many people have argued with me that why one need to become a leader and then why he should pursue only money as the most important aspect in their life and so on and so forth. I don't want to get into the philosophical part in this discussion because it's very important to understand that common man, how he wants to make progress in his life. So having said that, one of the characteristics I noticed, which I would like to present in this video, that is going beyond. So in my introductory chapter, I discussed this in detail. What do you mean by going beyond? If you see a typical human being, is mentally obsessed with himself first, and then once he gets married, then the family becomes his extension, and then he gets some few children, and then that becomes the small unit, and all the thought process, thinking and aspirations and actions are all connected with that small domain which is the family. So that means every actions taken are all connected with keeping family as the most important motive. So when someone gets into a professional career, he has got his own job description and then he draws a small boundary around it and then feels that this is what is the area in which I will be operating. That means we become territory conscious of limiting our domain and then try to operate within that. And then when we become a functional manager, let's say for example a purchase manager or an engineering manager, then we again draw a boundary that this is my department, I need to protect this department interest, and so on and so forth. So going forward, all of us have started putting a boundary to ourselves. Like any animal is very conscious of its boundary. The line, for example, it goes and marks its boundary so that any animal is encroaching in that region, it gets ferocious and tries to go and attack it. In the same way, as human beings, we always have got a tendency to create a physical boundary, an emotional boundary, and a psychological boundary for ourselves. In the process of putting a boundary, what happens is our mind doesn't go anything beyond that particular domain, and then we don't try to look at anything as a holistic mechanism, and we try to operate within our boundary. Now, if you look at the whole cosmos, maybe a few minutes if you take and look at it, the whole thing is an integrated entity. That means every planet has to go in its own orbit, following certain law, and then they will coexist as a system. So when any one thing is getting disturbed, that affects the entire cosmos in one particular way. They say, for example, if the sun doesn't appear, suddenly decides not to come, then you will find in 18 hours, they say, all the living organisms will disappear from the planet. It's very strange to see how 18 hours is such a short time and what extent of dependency we have with the sun. So in the same way, you will look at any organization is a holistic entity. So anyone who is trying to draw a boundary and try to operate within that generally don't become very effective. Or he may be effective in his own domain, but he may not be effective in a holistic manner. So what I found is the people who are able to come out of this boundary consciousness and go beyond and try to operate on a larger sphere are the people generally become the organization leaders. So you may see there are many people you come across in life who have contributed something which is worth remembering for many more years to come. So those are the people who decided that they will go beyond the boundary and operate. So what it really means to a pragmatic leader is he becomes conscious of one aspect, which is the basic human instinct. We always ask the question whenever we are asked to do something, that what is there in it for me? The short form, some of the industries call this as a WIFM. WIFM is nothing but a kind of a mental map. By asking question, what is there in it for me? That means anything that you need to do beyond your boundary, your mind starts asking what is there in it for me. That means if there is a payout for me, I will do it. If there is no payout for me, I will not do it. So this is the biggest impediment that prevents people to go beyond their boundary. So it's extremely important for a pragmatic leader to realize that more that he draws the boundary, less is the opportunity that will come on his way, her way for moving forward in the corporate career or any part of life as a whole. That means when we try to go little beyond our selfish mentality and try to take a larger aspects of life, then we tend to become a more and more valuable contributor to the world. I hope that session is useful for you to get another insight that is going beyond. Thank you very much for a patient listening and look forward to see you with many more concepts of pragmatic leader. God bless you. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy.